Santa Barbara, California has it all. The beaches are exquisite, the weather is almost always inviting, the downtown is safe and clean, and the locals are friendly. Sure, most folks visit Santa Barbara for its stunning beaches, but this so-called American Riviera is good for so much more. Join Viewcation as we take a look at some of the best things to do in Santa Barbara. Old Mission, Santa Barbara. This late 18th century Spanish Mediterranean mission is actually what gave Santa Barbara its iconic name. Buildings and structures all throughout town have clearly modeled their look after the old mission's lush courtyard, shaded arches, and tiled roof. While the building is certainly beautiful to look at, it's also quite historic. It features a solemn cemetery, a tranquil chapel, and an informative exhibit that tells the tale of its construction and rich cultural history. If you have the time, we highly recommend swinging on by to take a guided tour. Santa Barbara Museum of Natural History. This fabulous museum is perfect for families traveling with children. Its compact halls lend themselves quite well to younger viewers. From a child-sized cavern to a feature-rich outdoor playground, there are countless exhibits here that'll keep your little ones enamored for hours. Adults will also enjoy strolling around the museum's beautifully manicured campus. It features Mission Revival architecture that sprawls along a forested creek. The Sea Center at Stearns Wharf is an all-ages attraction that features shark and sea anemone touch tanks. There's also a research center that gives guests a look at the biologically rich seafloor. The Four Seasons Resort, the Biltmore. Drawing clear inspiration from the old mission, this resort is a wondrous coastal property featuring that same variety of old-world Spanish Mediterranean architecture. The Biltmore Four Seasons Resort was built in 1927 and showcases artisan craftsmanship featuring adobe walls and towering wood-beamed ceilings. It also features handcrafted Mexican tiles and giant oak doors. As you explore the resort, you'll see numerous elegant archways, opulent staircases, looming towers, bubbling fountains, and inspiring loggias. The entire compound sprawls across 22 acres, and bougainvillea-draped paths wind throughout the grounds. As with all Four Seasons resorts, guests are granted a long list of luxury amenities such as a fitness center, a munificent spa, several lighted tennis courts, and a conference center. You'll likely spend the bulk of your stay lounging at the Coral Casino Beach and Cabana Club, but regardless, don't miss out on enjoying the Biltmore's phenomenal Sunday brunch. Santa Barbara Harbor. This historic working harbor can be found along the Santa Barbara waterfront. Here, you'll be treated to gorgeous seaside views, an out-of-this-world food scene, and countless adventures out on the water. Local favorite pastimes at the harbor include kayaking, scuba diving, sailing, and whale watching. But these activities are just a few of the exciting possibilities that await you here. If you're looking to relax, you can take a stroll through the harbor while viewing the freshly caught seafood brought in by the local fishermen and sea urchin harvesters. You can also explore the many shops offering items like souvenirs, crafts, and artwork. You can also savor the mouth-wateringly delicious dishes and drinks served at the many restaurants and bars. Throughout the year, there are numerous parades, festivals, and markets hosted at the Santa Barbara Harbor. Just be sure to check the schedule online before visiting. Santa Barbara Maritime Museum. This must-visit museum is located inside the former Naval Reserve building at the Santa Barbara Harbor. It was established by a band of divers, sailors, and fishermen in 2000. Through various exhibits, both permanent and rotating, visitors will get to sail through more than 130 centuries of human history tied to the Santa Barbara Channel while strolling through the 8,000-square-foot museum. There are also 3 historic seafaring vessels that guests can explore to get a better idea of what life was like for fishermen and merchants hundreds of years ago. The museum has dozens of hands-on exhibits, hundreds of priceless artifacts, and numerous other visual materials that tell the tale of the state's maritime past. There's also an 88-seat theater where visitors can watch films, lectures, and other presentations. Consult the museum's website for a complete list of upcoming events. The Santa Barbara Zoo. Located on a hilltop along Ninos Drive, the Santa Barbara Zoo is known for being the zoo with a view. Not only is it one of the nation's most beautiful zoological facilities, but it's also home to more than 30 acres of botanical gardens that overlook the mountains and ocean. Here, visitors can see formal gardens, sprawling lawns, and hundreds of native plant species. The zoo is home to more than 500 animals, and is known for treating their resident creatures with dignity and respect. You can expect your visit to be both educational and fun. As you stroll through the zoo, you'll spot many attractions, including interactive ones that allow you to do things like feeding giraffes, goats, and sheep. There are also several meet and greet events where guests can see some of their favorite animals up close and personal. You can tour the zoo on foot or by train. There's also a family-friendly children's play area where the little ones can burn off some of that boundless energy. Shoreline Park. If you're looking for a much-needed reprieve from the daily hustle and bustle of city life, consider a visit to the oceanside Shoreline Park. This park spans 14.67 acres, and it's bursting with beautiful views of the Californian coastline. Families enjoy spending their downtime at this park as it's home to a playground, a few picnic areas, and several large grassy areas. While exploring the park, you'll come across a wooden stairway that leads to the beach down below. Bring your binoculars, as this beach is a great spot to go whale watching. Shoreline Park is located along Shoreline Drive at the corner of Santa Rosa Place, not far from Ledbetter Beach. Inspiration Point. Take a hike to Inspiration Point for a one-of-a-kind view that's sure to clear your cluttered mind. There are a couple different ways to get there. A gorgeous outlook that offers breathtaking views of Santa Barbara's coastline with the Channel Islands out in the distance. The shorter route begins at Tunnel Trail and is about a 3.5-mile round trip. It starts on a paved road for about a mile and then turns into a wooded trail that's a bit steep. The second option starts at Jesucita Trail. The route is steep in some parts and spans about 7 miles. The Santa Barbara Museum of Art. Located on State Street, this museum was recently completed after a substantial 6-year renovation and expansion effort. It now features several new gallery spaces and various other public areas. You'll find a pleasing mixture of rotating and permanent exhibits that are heavy on Southern California abstraction and impressionism. The museum also has a gift shop to find jewelry, toys, custom craft goods, and more. Santa Barbara Courthouse. A visit to the Santa Barbara Courthouse is sure to be one of the only times that you'll actually want to spend a day in court. The building's Spanish Moorish architecture is quite striking, and once you make your way inside, stepping through its giant archway, you'll find yourself inside one of the most aesthetically pleasing government buildings in the nation. You can take an elevator or get your steps in by using the stairs to get to the top of the Seth Thomas Tower Clock. Here you'll find sweeping panoramic views of the city. You should also stop by the historic and sublime mural room on the courthouse's second floor. Lotusland. The gorgeous tropical and subtropical gardens found at Lotusland were built over a period of 4 decades by Polish opera singer and garden lover Gana Walska. Walska passed away at age 96 in 1986, but now that her passion project has been completed, visitors can explore the multiculturally themed gardens with guided tours that take them through everything from the prehistoric-inspired Cycad Garden to the Silver Blue Forest Garden. Tours take about 2 hours, so plan accordingly. Trolley Tours. If you're short on time but still want to see as much of Santa Barbara as possible, consider a 90-minute narrated trolley tour of the city. These tours, offered by the Santa Barbara Trolley Company, take passengers on a journey to see some of Santa Barbara's most prized attractions. Tours are offered daily, and they disembark from the Visitor Center at 10 a.m., noon, and 2 p.m. It's one of the best ways to see the courthouse, the zoo, Old Mission Santa Barbara, Stearns Wharf, and more. You'll learn about the history of these locales while seeing several other iconic attractions. Now it's time to hear from you. Have you ever been to Santa Barbara? If so, did we miss any of your favorites? If not, do you think you'll ever get there? Let us know in the comments section below.